Hi, my name is Jim Hargraves Jr. I'm an investigator with the Fort Bend County Fire Marshal's Office. My presentation today is on the West Fertilizer Company explosion for EMA Class 3310. Next slide, please. This is a video taken from YouTube of the actual explosion. It's about 22 seconds long. I'm just going to let it run here in the presentation. You can get the magnitude of this explosion and how the effects were. As you can see, it's fully burning now. It's in free burning stage. Boom. Shockwave. This is a slow motion video capture, and you can see that when it let go, the gentleman lost the camera, so it's a pretty significant explosion. Next slide. So what was the West Fertilizer Company explosion? There was an explosion and fire. It was located in West Texas. The accident occurred on April 17, 2013 at 7:50 p.m. Final report on this was released 1/28 of 2016, January 28th of this year. Accident type was classified as a chemical distribution fire and explosion. Also of note, the population of West Texas is 2,927. Next slide, please. So what happened? April 17th, 2013 at approximately 7:50 in the evening, a fire broke out at an ammonium nitrate storage facility. That facility was located by a city park, apartment complex, and residential structures. Many homes were destroyed in the blast, and this explosion also happened to kill all of the first responders on scene. In the next slide, we'll go to the next slide, please. What did the West Texas Fertilizer Company mean to the community? Well, it provided jobs to the community. It was, when it was originally built in the 1960s, it was located away from the city limits. It also contained 40 to 60 tons of ammonium nitrate. It's quite a large amount of ammonium nitrate. It provided agricultural chemicals to the community of West, which is an agricultural community. And of course, it provided jobs for the community itself. Next slide, please. This is an overview of the scene, and you can see that it's totally destroyed. I apologize for the small picture. It's what I could fit in my PowerPoint. What contributed to the disaster? They had been storing this ammonium nitrate for years, but most of the folks in the town were unfamiliar with it. There was limited or no pre-planning of the facility. No one really knew what was in the facility. The uncontrolled rapid fire spread. It was a type 5 12,000 square foot building. So it added to the fire spread, and the firefighters were operating in and around the blast area. So these are what contributed to this disaster here at West. Next slide, please. Okay. So as I mentioned, 10 firefighters from West Texas were killed. 2 civilians were providing non-suppression activities were also killed. 3 civilians that lived nearby were also killed, and 260 injured. So if you add all of that up, it's about 290 folks, thus affecting 10% of the population of West. Pretty significant event. Next slide, please. So what could have been done to prevent it? Pre-planning. Knowing what's in your area, knowledge of dealing with ammonium nitrate, keeping up to date on current standards on how to store it, where to store it, what containers are meant to store it in, security of it, more inspections by city or county fire marshal's office. Maybe they need to step that up. Fire suppression systems, sprinklers and alarms. Even though it's an existing structure, it's a dangerous subject to be dealing with, so let's have some pre-alert involved. Knowing how much you have and where it's stored in the facility, and of course reporting those documents to the county, the city, the county, and the state. Next slide, please. Okay, so financial losses. Of course, line of duty deaths. 10 firefighters are dead as a result of this, so you have to replace those folks. Most of the equipment that West had was destroyed. New fire truck runs about $550,000. Set of turnout gear cost about $2,000. So you're looking at $1 million to $1.5 million worth of equipment that was destroyed in just this incident. The rebuilding, you have to rebuild all of the homes that were destroyed, all of the nursing homes and the parks and all of that was destroyed. The damage estimate is about $100 million to this community of West. Also, too, the West Fertilizer Company is involved in many lawsuits as a result of this incident. Next slide. So, what lessons have we learned? Well, knowledge of hazards, increased Tier 2 reporting, better hazmat training. We need to know what's in our communities. We need to know what's being stored. Increased situational awareness. Let's not park a fire truck next to 40 tons of ammonium nitrate that's burning uncontrolled. And better tactics. Sometimes extinguishment should be not done versus rescue and or evacuation. So better tactics, better training, and increased situational awareness came about of this. Next slide, please. Has anything changed? Not really. While reporting has increased, many places still store ammonium nitrate and don't let you know that they have it. Change is slow, but you as citizens can impact these changes. You make the biggest impact because you can refuse to let buildings be built next to these facilities if you know about them. Next slide. And what can we do differently? We can educate ourselves. We can become proactive and seek those places out. Let's know about these. Report these places to your local fire marshal's office. Notify federal, state, and local officials about these places when you visit them. And get with the fire marshal's office and step up in the inspections of these facilities. And we can possibly prevent another West occurring. That's it. Thank you for your time.